It's Sharon Westcombe here, co-founder of Best Body, wife and mama to two beautiful girls, Sasha and Maya. Now today I'm chatting with one of our Best Body at Home founding members, Narelle Smith. Welcome, Narelle.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me today. Now just before we get started, I want to know what your biggest concerns were before you joined Best Body at Home.
Well, when everything sort of changed and I was needing to stay at home and I wasn't able to go and have the classes at Best Body down the road on the Reformer, I was feeling a little bit stir crazy because I couldn't do what I was normally used to. I was doing Reformer classes 4 times a week, and then it all sort of came to a grinding halt and I was starting to lose my marbles a little bit. And so that was my biggest challenge.
Now with 3 kids at home, we were just speaking about this before, all being girls and 2 twin 3.5-year-olds, I can understand that.
I remember when I heard that it was available, I rang Maddie and said, get me on board like 2 days before you even launched.
Yeah. And how have you been finding it with the girls at home? And
It's been fine. It's been fine. I've actually been doing it early in the morning mostly. So at like 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock if I can get out of bed, and it's if I wake up in time. And the kids have been pretty good. I sort of go into another room and my husband's working from home too, so he's here with them. But I've done a couple of the 7 o'clock classes too, because if I'm lucky, I can get the kids down to bed before 7, so I can do the 7 o'clock ones as well.
Good work. Well done.
Yeah.
And what have you loved about it the most?
I really like the fact that you're on video, so you're being held accountable. I think otherwise the temptation when you're doing something at home on your own is that you feel the burn and you think, oh, I can't do it, I'll just stop. Whereas when you know that someone's watching you, you certainly feel like you have to do it more. And that's why I liked going to do the Reformer classes, was because you have to do it because you're there and you're there with everybody else. And the other thing too, I think, is that I know some of the instructors, and so it makes me feel like I'm connecting with them even though I'm at home now.
Beautiful. And why is it important for you to be part of Best Body at Home?
I need the mental break from the life that I'm currently experiencing. So to be able to have 45 minutes a day to do something for me is so important, and especially because I didn't want to lose the fitness and the strength that I had developed by going and doing all those Reformer classes. And by doing the mat classes now, I feel like that's I'm going to continue to have that strength and improve it. I'm doing more classes now at home than I was doing Reformer classes, probably because it's more convenient.
Yeah, how good's that?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Whoever would have thought?
I know. It's really good.
How did you find your very first class that you did?
I was a bit nervous. I didn't know, I didn't feel very Zoom tech savvy, even though now my work from home is on Zoom, and I've had to become like a 10 out of 10 user. But in the beginning, this was kind of my first experience with Zoom, so I was a bit nervous about getting it all set up, but it actually, once I got my iPad in a good position, doing the class itself was so good. The time flew. I couldn't believe how fast the 45 minutes went, and it was over.
Yep.
And I felt so good at the end. It was amazing.
So good to hear. Now, lastly, who would you recommend Best Body at Home for?
Everyone. Like, I'm trying to get my sister on board. She's living in the country and is isolating with her kids at the moment. And so anybody that has been doing Pilates before, or if they haven't, I think it would be suitable for both. And also mums, totally fine. And if you're working from home, or if you're not, it's just such a good break from the monotony of being stuck indoors. And, you know, I don't know, pretty sure there's some people out there that are sitting on the couch watching Netflix all day. I'm not one of those people. But you just feel so much better when you do it, and it's quite addictive. So I think the benefits of how good you feel, I know, you know, at the end of a class you just feel so good that you want to do it again. Yeah. I think it's good for everyone.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, sitting at home on Netflix all day, I couldn't even imagine it, but yeah.
No. I think people do it though, but not me.
I'm sure. Maybe they'll get sick of it after a couple of weeks indoors.
Maybe.
All right. Thank you so much for joining me today, Narelle. I look forward to seeing you in class soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.